Hello everyone, Edwin Learnard here. In this YouTube segment, I am going to be talking about the NBA 2013 NBA Eastern Conference first round predictions. In the first preview, I'm going to talk about Miami and the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to predict, it's a no-brainer basically, Miami Heat. I'm going to say they get Milwaukee in a clean sweep. Now I know the Milwaukee Bucks have given the Miami Heat fits in the past couple seasons. I think over the last two seasons they're like Heat are only 4-3 against Milwaukee Bucks, but it's just right now that Miami has just been relentless. They've been on such a rampage. They have right now they 37-2 I believe in the last 39 games. They won 66 games this season. They are surely on a mission. LeBron James, of course, his game is escalated and is improving, game by game, season by season. His maturity and discipline as a player is really pretty much, I think, unparalleled in the league right now. Miami is 5th in points per game at nearly 103. They are just, really like a scoring machine, one of the top scoring teams in the league. And I think Miami, right now has the capability of taking the broom to the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, Milwaukee might get one game. I wouldn't be completely shocked or flabbergasted if that happens. But I'm going to go with the Miami Heat in 4 over the Milwaukee Bucks. Next series I want to talk about are the New York Knicks and the Boston Celtics. I'm going to take the New York Knicks in 6 over the Boston Celtics. Now, I wouldn't be flabbergasted again if it went 7, but I'm going to say 6 games. And I think, this is going to be a tough, grueling, hard-nosed series between, two bitter rivals. And while there might not be any great animosity between one team and the other, there is still a strong rivalry. Boston had the Knicks number in previous seasons in recent time, but the Knicks are clearly the superior team this year. And I think the Celtics, without Ray Allen, they're missing a very strong proponent in terms of being able to help maybe stop the Knicks in their scoring. The Knicks, as we know, if they get on their three-point roll, they're almost virtually unstoppable. I think the Celtics are still a gritty, tough, seasoned, veteran team, and a lot of those players have been together for some years. And I really expect the Celtics to give the Knicks all they can handle. Also, coupled with the fact that, considering what has happened in Boston recently, I think the Celtics, will be very inspired, and they'll have, some extra motivation and impetus because of this, and they should make it a tough series on the Knicks. But I expect Carmelo Anthony and company to do what they have to do in this series and take care of business and defeat the Celtics in 6 games. Next series I want to talk about are the number 3 Indiana Pacers against the number 6 Atlanta Hawks. I'm going to take the Indiana Pacers in this game. It should be a fairly be somewhat competitive series. Indiana took the last 2 from the Pacers. From the Hawks. Atlanta won the first 2. They split the season series at 2 apiece. Indiana has a little momentum, winning the last 2. I think mainly because of the physical aspect and element of this series. I think the Indiana's physical play, a little better rebounding team, and I think their defense is a little bit better than Atlanta's. And I would say because of that, and coupled with the home field advantage, I would take the Pacers in this one. Pacers center Roy Hibbert has been 4th in the NBA in blocks in the regular season, and the last 10 games I believe he's averaged around 16 to 18 points a game. He's really come on strong the latter part of the season, and I think he could be a difference maker in the series. So Indiana in 6 over Atlanta. And then last but not least, I'm going to take the Chicago Bulls number 5 over the New Jersey Nets in 7. And yes, New Jersey has the home court edge, but on virtue of Chicago's experience, I think I know I'm going to go with the Bulls, and they took 3 or 4 from the New Jersey Nets during the regular season. I do believe that, Nets will give them all they can handle, but I think, this is going to be a series, I should say, between two tenacious defenses with the Bulls and the Nets. No, I don't believe either team cracked 100 points in any 4 games that they played during the regular season. They are 5-2, the Bulls over the Nets last 2 seasons. Brooks Lopez, the center for the Nets, really has to emerge and be very dominant in this series, I believe, for the Nets to have any chance of prevailing. The Nets were out-rebounded at like 80-64 in the last 2 games of the regular season versus the Bulls, and I believe Brooks Lopez had a robust 8 rebounds in those 2 games combined, and he has to emerge as a little bit stronger, and really he could very well be the focal point in this series as far as the Nets' chances of defeating the Chicago Bulls. Well, people, that will conclude this YouTube segment for my 2013 NBA playoff predictions, the first round in the Eastern Conference. Stay tuned in my next video, which I will have up by tomorrow, and I'll be previewing the Western Conference first round for 2013. Until next time, people, stay well.